Boat propellers were invented in the early 19th century, and they've been making waves ever since. These propellers rotate in a screw-like fashion, drawing water in and pushing it out to move the boat across the water. With a steel propeller, you can zip across the lake in a flash and make a real splash. Production begins with wax pellets which are melted until they're the consistency of toothpaste. Nearby, a mold of a boat propeller closes and the thick wax is injected into it. It takes about a minute for the wax to cool into the propeller shape, which will serve as a pattern for the metal prop. A shot of compressed air helps extract a wax funnel from its mold. It's called the pour cup. We'll find out what's poured into it later on. After a cast shape is wiped down, its flat end is softened on a burner and joined to the glue-coated end of the pour cup. Workers dip the attached pieces into hot wax to fill any gaps in the joint. A quick wash and rinse gets rid of any oily residues left behind. Here, a robot submerges a rack of propellers in a special solution that gives them a non-stick coating. Then, it's over to a tank containing a mix of silica sand and water. The robot dips the wax propellers several times, then plunges them into various ceramic-based concoctions. After each dipping, the propellers go into a machine that showers them with sand. Then they dry under fans. The process of dipping and sand bathing builds up a hard ceramic shell around the wax. Workers load the propellers into a pressurized oven called an autoclave, where the wax melts away, leaving only the ceramic shells. Those shells are then fired in big ovens, the way potters bake ceramics to strengthen them. Nearby, molten steel is bubbling, heated to the melting point by electrical induction coils. A worker takes a ceramic propeller shell out of the oven. Then the searing steel is poured into it through the pour cup. The steel immediately begins to cool, causing cracks in the ceramic shell. Any remaining bits of ceramic are knocked off with a metal rod. Now, it's time to get rid of the pour cup, which has already served its purpose. They grind the edges to smooth them. Then a more intensive grinding removes any corrosion on the surface. Talk about putting your shoulder to the grindstone. This process takes skill and strength. The propellers are lowered into a series of vibrating polishers. The friction from these pulsating cones smooths out the grind lines on the propellers and adds shine. Finally, each propeller gets the once-over from a laser that measures the blades from all angles. It sends the information to a computer, which compares it to the specifications. If it checks out, the propeller will be on its way to a waterway, ready to launch.